Welcome back, guys. In this video, we're going to be talking about how to write harmonies and counter melodies. So this is a sample I made a while back, and I want you guys to listen to it. Let me break down what's going on. So first we have this percussion here, and that's giving us the sense of rhythm. We have chords being played by the E piano. And then we have even more chords with the guitar, doing a different pattern, so it also gives a sense of the rhythm. We have the bass line here, creating the fuller sound. And then we have this piano melody on top. So what I want to do right now is add a harmony and counter melody on top of this one. Harmony is another voice that moves parallel with the main melody. If this is our main melody right here, then harmony would just be something like that. You can see that they're parallel with each other, kind of similar intervals, the same shape of the melody overall. It doesn't have to be the exact same note for note, like you can move a few notes around like this. But if you're getting the general shape and the sound molds with the main melody, then that's a harmony. And a counter melody is a voice that moves independently from the main melody. So instead of something like this, it's just going to be doing its own thing, whatever that may be. A good rule of thumb is the counter melody should sound good by itself without having the main melody as harmonic support. Before we add the counter melody and harmony, we have to know the scale of the song and we have to know what chords are being played. I'm going to play the sample right now and listen to when you can hear that tonic chord. I hear it there. And I hear it there. Bum. So if I hear this is the tonic chord and it sounds minor, then I'm thinking our key is in C minor. This is a very simplified version of our chord progression. So first we have this F minor, then this G major, then this C minor. And if we know if C minor is the key, then it's going to go minor 4, major 5, minor 1. This major 5 means that it's going to be a harmonic minor. I haven't gone over that yet, but the difference between a harmonic minor and a regular minor is that the 7th is up 1 semitone. So this is a harmonic minor, this is a natural minor. Now we're going to make a harmony for this. And it's actually pretty easy because there's only a few things we have to keep in mind. Because once again, harmony is parallel to the melody. So we can just duplicate this. And now we have the rhythm down. All we have to do is move the notes in the right place. In terms of the notes we're doing, we just have to make sure to harmonize in thirds and fifths. And then all we have to do is stay in the scale. The harmony is not going to just be all thirds or all fifths. It's going to be a mixture of both. We still need to make sure that the harmony line moves smoothly. If it's jumping all over the place, then it's not going to sound good. Let's start with the first note here. When I say third, it can be either a third above or a third below. So it'd be an E flat or a B. That doesn't sound good. That sounds really good. So it can also be a fifth above or fifth below. C sounds good. B doesn't sound good. So I'm liking how this E sounds. So let's keep going. I'm going to move these down a third because I think that's going to sound really good. This one isn't in the scale, so we have to move that down a semitone. I think it'll be cool to keep moving this down. So this G, instead of going to a third, which is the E flat, we're going to go down to the fifth, which is the C. And then we can keep going down even more. Now we can hit the third at the bottom there. That sounds really good. And I think I want this harmony an octave up, so it's going to be playing up here. So let's just move this here and see how this sounds. Move everything to the right scale. Doesn't sound great, so maybe this fifth above would sound better. That does sound a bit better. Back up here. And this is pretty much the exact same, so we can keep that. Maybe move it down to the C, because that is a fifth below. Going to the fifth above. So we have to move this to scale. Doesn't sound good. So I'm going to move this down. So we have a third, third, and then a fifth. And maybe we go back up. So it's a third again. Yeah. And we'll move that up an octave. So I think just moving in thirds again. Thirds. Yeah, just following thirds. Yeah, I think just thirds for the rest of it is good. And that's our harmony. Now we're going to make a counter melody, so something independent from our main melody. There's a couple ways you can make counter melodies. You can delete the main melody so you can focus on that one a bit more. So how I make counter melodies is I listen to the main melody and I fill in the gaps that it's missing. You can see it's really busy in some sections and it's more laid back in other sections. So filling in those empty spaces is going to make the sample a lot fuller without making it too cluttered. And what I like to do is just let the sample play, hum along, and really use my ear. That's cool. So let me think about what I just did. So I hear 8 notes. That's what I heard. Boom. 16th notes. Ba-da-boom, boom, boom. And then bring it there. And just because we're focusing on those empty spots, it doesn't mean we can't put anything in the other spots. So I'm just gonna add harmonic content. I know it's playing an F minor at the beginning, so I'll just put an F down. Once again, just relying on my ear. That's a cool melody. So just here, 8 notes. Boom, 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 boom. So maybe we try to walk back up to the F by bringing just a couple of these up the octave. There we go. It's also important to know that your melody shouldn't all be playing in the same register. So this mandolin melody is in the C6 region. Piano melody is also in the C6 region. So when you hear it together, it's not as distinguishable. So I'm going to move this mandolin melody down an octave. And that's how you make a counter melody. It's very similar to making a regular melody, you just have to be mindful of the other voices. If there's too much overlap, it's gonna sound way too cluttered. We're just filling in those pockets, and once again, we're using our ear and listening to what sounds good.